Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. We're making our way towards Ranala to meet with Havel for Lord Uncle Byron. This is the last quest we have in Galadriel, thankfully. So hopefully it doesn't end too poorly. But we shall see.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
It looks like Rutherford. I'll come with Odin's blade. That'll put them in their place.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Oh?
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long.
You're right. It won't.
You know why?
Then finish him.
Ow! Ah! Perhaps you guys forgot who I am. Allow me.
Farewell.
Now, are there anyone else? Does anyone else want to fight me? Odin is here. Odin's ready to fight.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Now, what's up, Havel? Now that I've killed your army.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors! I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic.
This is partially your
It's a
guys'
fucking
fault.
disgrace.
Think about what happened with
Your
Kuka.
interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis.
What's up?
Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
Nothing.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along.
Yeah,
Now we have a chance to put things right.
we do.
But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Probably.
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Who, though? I can think of a few, but who would you send?
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay, so where is Quentin? Ah, yes, Quentin was Lost Wing, and he owes us big anyway, after what we did. So, and he'd be good with honeyed words. Huh. Just make our way over to Quentin here. I am tempted to put in a bit of a cut, but not going to. So far, it seems like right now we are focusing on rebuilding the realm, which is something I'm okay with.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, for me, this is something I enjoy. The suckers of a... Suckers. The realm coming together to fight against something bigger than themselves. I'm enjoying this, right? When they're at their lowest, man always has a tendency to survive. Not survive, to surprise you. Wait, I have a job for you, man.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now?
Marry me.
Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
Oh, I would love
I
one.
know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that,
You can do anything.
who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
They'd probably slip
That
him
would
down.
be very much
Oh.
appreciated. I
Wow.
hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Yes, he will. Uncle is working pretty hard on it, but now... What is this? Breeze Company. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll do that. Then we'll start from the north and we'll work our way through the realm. Because we have both Rosaria and Waloed to handle. So.
Uncle,
I bring
good
news.
The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
Oh.
One other? Who, exactly?
Quentin.
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate,
Turned
a
liberator.
liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Of course.
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then.
Of course.
Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
Thanks, Uncle.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon.
Private.
And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I love Byron. He makes me
Now,
really happy.
I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Okay. We have to go see our father. I think that's the most pressing thing to do for us. I gotta find where he... Oh, never mind. Game has said no. Game says go to meeting.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
I am a criminal.
Criminal?
How dare you?
Dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Oh, my Lanta. I love this game so much.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Byron makes me
Well,
laugh all
my
the
boy.
time. It never fails.
The stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast.
I have
We shall
to.
play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive.
Thanks, Uncle.
I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Uncle. Really. I think we leveled up too. It's Heaven's Cloud, don't care. Okay. Now, to find desert tour. Travel to obelisk. No. Aiming high. No. More than words. Where there's a will. I think I'll start with where there's a will. I think that's the best spot to start. We'll make our way through the entire realm, obviously, but Rosarian, I want to end this video with us going to see Elwyn's grave.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
Yeah.
Save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies, of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us just back there.
Thanks, my man. I came here once before, a long time ago. I didn't realize this was Elwyn's grave.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
Yeah, but look at you now, man. You've grown so
No matter
much.
how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
So much so we're wearing his clothes.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
True.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
That would have made Elwyn very proud. But why is there ether going towards it? Huh. Huh.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
I thought I saw. Sorry
Onward.
about that. I thought I saw
To the
And to a new beginning.
I need a better place to record. But anyway, I thought I saw Elwyn standing there for a moment. That was kind of cool, actually. He was a character I kind of wished we could extrapolate more on. Elwyn was a very good leader. I would have put... I didn't even think you were going to leave, my man. Let's see here. Do I fight my way south, or do I fight... we'll go south. I like the idea of going south. I wish Elwyn got
Let's hope one
more.
of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Probably not. Talk to me, though.
Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
A silver chocobo.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Thanks. I will deal with that in the next video. Thank you for joining me, everyone. My name has been Duke Rafe. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye-bye.